Rob Ford, leader of Canada's largest city. This is Toronto City Hall, where Rob oversees the matters affecting Toronto's almost 3 million residents. But what if Rob hadn't been at the top of Toronto's municipal government when the scandal broke? What if he worked here? Or here? Or here? In the December 16th issue of Canadian HR Reporter, our senior editor, Sarah Dobson, looks at just that. What she found out may have had Rob feeling the heat a little bit sooner.
Absolutely, he could have been fired if he worked in the corporate world. The issue is that it's very hard today to fire people with cause, right? And there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, CEOs that come into senior positions right now, they've got amazing contracts. And number two, they've got very sophisticated lawyers.
Vanessa Judelman is the president of Mosaic People Development in Toronto. She says a board of governors would have reacted similarly to City Council.
And they would have wanted to remove him from power. Why? Because of his unethical behavior, because of lying, because of all the issues that led up to his eventual dismissal. The difference is that in an organization, it would have happened a lot quicker and it would have been much more quiet.
Vanessa says in most cases, honesty is the best policy.
We're all human and sometimes people do make mistakes. If somebody owns up to their mistakes, which you see all the time, and says, you know what, I'm not perfect, I'm sorry, it actually builds trust. But if someone lies or tells double truths, what it does is it decreases their trust, right? So then people say, if this person's lying about this, how can I trust them to run my business? How can I trust them to make very large decisions for my organization?
And trust is one of the most important qualities in a leader.
If you think of it from the city councilor's perspective, it's very hard for them to trust Rob Ford because trust comprises of two things. Number one, you have to trust someone's character, and number two, it's also about the results. And both those things have to be in play to trust somebody. So from the city councilor's perspective, of course they didn't trust him because there were issues around his character, but there were also issues around his results.
Vanessa says it's absolutely critical that a CEO be held accountable for his or her actions. Accountability is all about following through on promises and following through on expectations. When the leader of an organization isn't held accountable, it sets the tone that this workplace has a culture that accepts lies and accepts underachievement.
So if you want to be an organization who's producing at a high level, who's achieving great results, you have to have an organization where people are held accountable, and you have to have an organization where certainly the most senior person in an organization is held accountable, right? It starts at the top.
And organizations that understand it starts at the top should be willing to offer support there as well.
So the thing is that as organizations, we want our people to be healthy, we want our people to be happy, and we want our people to be productive. So if someone in our organization is none of those things, we want to help them. A lot of organizations have EAPs, Employee Assistance Programs, and you often hear stories of managers or supervisors saying to someone who's not performing, take advantage of this, we can support you and we can help you.